Hello again everyone, Ken from Whittling Woods. Back again with another little video here. This one we're going to call Whittling Woods. Basically, I just wanted to briefly, or relatively briefly, talk about the various woods that I whittle in that you may want to consider if you've only been whittling in one particular type of wood. Most people who start out whittling, well, a lot of times they use basswood. But there are other woods you can use. I'm not saying they're better or worse than basswood. Basswood's a great wood for doing little figures. It's great for details, great for painting. But I just wanted to kind of talk about some alternatives because I think it helps to expand your horizons. I like carving different types of wood, and I have a little display here, as you can see, of various whittles I've done over the years in different types of wood. So I'm briefly going to talk about each one of them. We'll kind of start down here, I think. This is a good place to start. This is found wood. I typically carve found wood on the bottom here. I typically carve found wood with a pocket knife. This is an example of sweet gum, actually. There's a little wood spirit, a little tree. I'll have links for the videos I've done on some of these, down in the comment section if you're interested in checking them out. But you can see. I just, I keep the, if you watch any of those videos, I keep them in the branches that I cut in a bucket of water. And I've had them for about a year and a half in that bucket of water, and they're still carvable. Keeping them in the water helps kind of preserve it and helps keep them carvable. Once they dry out, they're pretty hard to carve, so, or carve effectively, I should say. And I'm carving with knives, so that's kind of what I'm showing here. So that's one choice. You can have sweet gum. It's very common, I think, in the, I know definitely along the East Coast, it's a very common tree. So give it a shot if you have some of that. You're trimming some branches, cut it, do it while it's green, it's easier. This here happens to be two carvings I've done a while back in a piece of maple branch. So again, while it's green, it's fairly easy to carve, and they're fun little. You can do little wood spirits and stuff like that, and you can obviously do other things. This section over here happens to be dogwood. This is a section of dogwood. We had a dogwood tree that fell over in a storm, and I cut some branches and I did some whittles. This happens to be a little owl and a little hillbilly. So I even painted this up, just a quick wash on there, just to kind of show you that it actually can take some paint as well. In the middle here, we have basically, I don't want to necessarily say dimensional lumber, but it's regular kiln dried lumber. It's a piece of regular walnut as opposed to, like a branch walnut. This regular walnut that you can purchase anywhere. This was given to me by one of my viewers. Thank you again for that, Mark. I very much appreciate that. And I made a little bottle stopper, a little bear head, and a little owl out of walnut. It's a great wood to carve. I really enjoy carving walnut. It's not the easiest wood to carve, but it can hold some detail. It can be a bit stringy, a little fragile at sometimes, and definitely harder than your basswood type of wood. But I enjoy it. It's a great wood for a particular for figures like this. I think it's a really fun wood to whittle in. Over here again, this dowel is poplar, given to me by Mark as well, and I made some dowel owls out of that, and you can see I did a little dry brushing to bring out some of the highlights in this dowel. But it's definitely, you can find this poplar in many of the big box retailers. They sell it all over the place. So pick yourself up a dowel and give it a shot. It's not that hard to carve. It does tend to break apart a bit. It's not the easiest wood to carve, but you know what? It's definitely doable. Moving over here, we have one of my favorite woods. This is butternut, actually, and I've carved different figures. These two on the end here were done a number of years ago. Actually, these both were carved in a carving vise and done with gouges many years ago when I was doing that kind of work. But these are more recent. A little wolf head over here, and a little mushroom that I did, all out of basically this piece of butternut. I like carving butternut. Again, kind of like the walnut and the poplar, it can be a little fragile and tends to crumble a bit, so you got to be cognizant of that. But if your knives are sharp, you definitely can get some beautiful work. I really enjoy butternut. It's one of my favorite woods. I think if you can, I don't know how well you can see the detail, but it's once you wax these up, the detail is really spectacular. It's really a great wood to whittle. I really do enjoy that. Up on the top here, again, just dimensional lumber. This is Eastern White Pine. I pick it up at the same kind of place you'd find the dowels, at one of the big box stores. Depending on the quality at the time, it can be hit or miss. All these figures were done in Eastern White Pine, and they're great for little figure carving. To me, it's an alternative to this one over here, which is Basswood. You can definitely find this around. Again, it's probably more predominant here on the East Coast. Eastern White Pine kind of would make sense, but if you have something similar to that, give it a shot. If you can try some dimensional lumber at the stores, I wouldn't recommend, like your 2x4, your lumber, like that type of dimensional lumber. I don't really feel that that type of wood would be at all appropriate to whittle. But if you can find some type of pine, and Eastern White Pine is usually a good alternative to the basswood. I don't think it holds detail quite as well as basswood, and it can be a bit more grainy, as you can see, than basswood, but it does paint up pretty good. And for certain applications, we did this pumpkin last week and the mushroom a few weeks back, and all these figures. I have videos on all of them, so check them out. It's a great knife carving wood. I have a lot of fun using it, and it's real inexpensive. It's an alternative to, like I said, basswood. And again, last but not least, is good old basswood. Everybody usually starts with basswood. It's one of the easiest woods to carve. You get your whittling knife and carve away. You can do some amazing. There's plenty of people who use. In fact, probably most of the wood carving, whittling videos that are out there, you see most people using basswood. And there's a reason for that. It's easy to carve, number one. It paints up great, and it's not a wood that has a lot of graininess or grain detail. So you can kind of see in the Eastern White Pine, some of the grain kind of shows through. Personally, I kind of like that. I like having the grain show through it. I think it adds character to it. But some people want to do very detailed pieces, and they don't want the grain accented as much as you would find in other types of wood. So that's why basswood's a go-to wood, and the fact that it's one of the easiest woods to whittle. But there's some examples of woods that you can give take a shot at. There's also other types of alternatives. This here is a piece of a plant stake. I don't have the plant stakes outside holding up a plant, so I didn't want to take it out. But this is just a plant stake my wife picked up in, again, one of the big box stores. It has a sharpened end on it, and it's used for holding up your plants, your tomatoes, your tomato plants, whatever. Usually find them springtime. Some of it's very carvable. Does it hold great detail? No, but if you check back, I'll have a picture of the piece I did pop up on the screen over here. You can see it's a fun wood to carve, and it's for decorate your plant stakes. Carve a little figure in it like I did and decorate your plant stakes. It's an interesting alternative. One other thing that you might want to take a shot at is these old things here, golf balls. I carved these years ago. I'm going to show you one that I did right in here. It's just I cut you can kind of see over here, I cut around the perimeter and open up a piece of it, and then I just get in there with a sharp knife and carve. They're fun little things to do. They're kind of interesting and quirky. You can make some definitely interesting little carvings out of it. So give it a shot. I haven't done one of these in ages, but they are kind of fun to do if you've got golf ball laying around. Give it a shot. It's definitely something different to try. But anyway, there you go. That's some examples of wood that I would recommend if you're just getting into whittling. Probably stick with basswood or maybe Eastern White Pine if you have access to it, and then broaden your horizons a bit. Give other woods a try. Try some of the found wood. Again, I typically use a pocket knife when I carve the found wood like this, but you can get some great. This is some of my favorite type of whittling to do. I really enjoy carving in found wood and branches. I just love the idea of turning, pieces that, that are kind of scrap, or you throw out in the woods or heave on your fire, into little whittles like that. People like them. They're kind of fun and interesting little whittles to do. If I was going for something more, I guess production, quote unquote, quality, maybe a butternut's an interesting choice to have. I think you can get a lot of detail in it. Sharp knives, maybe get into like I did, with the bigger pieces, stick it on a carving vise and use some gouges, and you can get some really interesting detail, and the pieces come out, I think, really beautiful. But give them a try. Walnut, like I said, another interesting one to carve. It's obviously, in this case, it's very dark, and you may or may not like that. I personally kind of find walnut interesting to carve. Again, not the easiest wood to carve, but it's definitely doable. All these woods are carvable. All the pieces I have here are carvable with a knife. So I'm not using power tools or any power type carving, just strictly with a knife, because that's the kind of carving I do. I have done power carving in the past, but it's dusty, it's dirty. You need an extraction, fans, and all that kind of stuff, and it's noisy. I like whittling. Give me a knife, a piece of wood, a quiet porch or patio or deck or what have you to sit on, or even a stump out in the woods, and I'm happy for hours just doing it. And if you've watched my channel before, you've seen me do it. Some of them are real enjoyable, I think, and fun to do. So give it a shot. Broaden your horizons. Try different types of wood out and see what you like the best. And let me know in the comments what type of wood you carve and what you've had success or not success with, and what your opinions are on different carving woods. I'd love to hear it. But that's it. Just kind of a brief video here. Just wanted to talk about different types of woods. If you have any questions about the woods that I'm showing here, or the woods that I carve, again, leave that down in the comments as well. Excuse me, in the comments as well. If I can answer them, I'd be happy to do that. But that's it for now. Next week we'll be back, hopefully with a little, whittling tutorial or whittling example, whatever you want to call it. But that'll take care of it for this week. I hope you all have a great whittling week. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.